Oz. The trials, I know that you were supporting trials for hydroxychloroquine, and we've heard very little about it. We've heard a lot of talk about these trials and the second stage, if you will. We know desperately, we're desperate to learn more.
Well, the trial that I was helping with at my institution was shut down when the governor banned the use of hydroxychloroquine for prescription use for outpatients. And I was trying to see if we could prevent, there's a prevention trial which was approved, but I was trying to see if we could actually treat early disease and replicate what's been done in China and in France. Unfortunately, those trials have been held back. I don't know of a trial in New York State. I've been searching for the one that was spoken about, but doesn't seem to be going on in the way that I appreciate. There is one at University of Minnesota. I don't know when they're going to yield results, but I spoke this morning to the famous French infectious disease specialist, Didier Raoult. He's the one who's really been pioneering the hydroxychloroquine with the azithromycin.
Right.
And he shared, this is not published yet, but he shared the results of his first 1,000 patients who have been on that protocol. 7 people died. They were all older and frail individuals. That is lower than you would expect for people admitted to the hospital. And he's had 20 go to the ICU. Again, lower than I would expect, but it's not a randomized trial. On the other hand, I'm very upset, Luke, because people keep calling the data around hydroxychloroquine anecdotal. The reason so many doctors are leaning in this direction is because it's not anecdotal. A case series of 1,000 patients is not anecdotal. And more importantly, there was a randomized trial from China, a randomized trial where patients were put in one of 2 groups. The group that got the hydroxychloroquine had shorter time until the fever resolved, shorter time till their cough resolved, both of which are surrogates for infectivity, we believe. And most importantly, their CT scans showed dramatic improvement in resolution. All of these statistically significant. So it's not a big trial that we would like to see in this country. We have to do much more, but I don't think it's fair to call it anecdotal. It is the beginning of the database that would support its use for early treatment.
All right, so what we just heard there was Dr. Oz saying that not only has Andrew Cuomo decided to stop his trial in New York right now, that they're having trouble finding other things, and they're calling it anecdotal, which I thought was pretty funny because that's the one that I keep hearing from people on the left. It's anecdotal evidence. It's not proven. Why are we trying this unproven drug, you know? And it's like, I don't know, man. The last time I checked, you know, people in France and, you know, over in Italy are all saying, hey, we're going to start doing this particular thing. We're going to start putting all our people in it and start saving lives. We're not going to hide it away in the bunker. We're not going to make weird rules to jump around. Like, you know, I think one of Cuomo's rules is to make sure that it's someone that's in a hospital that's taking this stuff, instead of like you go into your doctor gives you a test, and the doctor goes, yeah, you have COVID. If you want, you can take the hydroxychloroquine and azithromycin or whatever, or you can go home and drink hot soup and see if you die. I mean, that should be an option that everybody gets. They should have to sign a little piece of paper that says, my doctor told me about this medicine. I didn't want to take the medicine because Andrew Cuomo told me not to, or I do want to take this medicine because Trump told me to. Whatever your point is the fact that, you know, you could take whatever you want. You can experiment with whatever you want. The same people that are like, you know, this is my body, it's my choice, are the same ones going, don't tell us what to take, or don't tell us. I'm saying that all wrong. You know what I'm saying? They're basically saying that, you know, if Andrew Cuomo says, don't take this pill, then they're like, okay. But if Andrew Cuomo was to say, don't abort that baby, they'd be like, no way. Come on, people. It's gotten that ridiculous, you know. And you could be a conspiracy theorist, and you could go, why do so many people not want us to take this stuff? It's been around 50 years. It's FDA approved. Every story I've seen showed that the, you know, symptoms or the side effects are minor, and they're usually after you take it a long time. Now, obviously, with every single kind of medicine out there, you know, you could get some kind of weird reaction. So your options are, with every single pill that you take, there's not a prescription out there that's like, hey, this pill just solves your problems. Would you like it? No, it's like this pill solves your problems. It may give you leaky stool. It may give you nosebleeds, hypertension, and like breasts if you're a man. But it'll keep you from having constant gas and farting everywhere you go. It'll keep you from having an ingrown toenail. I mean, it may give you a heart attack or high blood pressure, but you're not going to have to worry about back knee anymore. And that's kind of what we're looking at. So, do you want to take this pill that might make you stop being in horrible pain from some kind of weird ailment that no one can seem to narrow down if it's a respiratory problem or a tapeworm? Because there's, deworming pills some people have taken with, great results. Like for horses. I'm not going to mention the name of it. I don't want to mess it up and I don't want to give any bad information, but you can just look up what worming pill has been taken off the market recently because it's shown effective on coronavirus. It's that ridiculous. If you were a conspiracy theorist, you would say to yourself, why are they, one, not giving us this medicine that 90% of the time in 90% of the trials shows that it works? I mean, every single trial, even if you saw Dr. Oz there, they say, look how, this thing's got, out of 1,000 people, 900 of them, made it. And that's better than usual. I know I'm getting the numbers wrong. But he was saying on both those things, the results are better than usual or average. And only really old, frail people are going to die anyway. And you can't save everybody, but that's better than a lot of drugs out there that they push. So you have to say, is it because hydroxychloroquine is not able to be patented right now? So Big Pharma or whoever can't make billions of dollars selling it. It can be a generic drug. It can be sold by all kinds of different people. Which is laughable because, when you look at the story that, the Daily Beast and a couple of other morons, I think NBC, New York Post even, anyone who doesn't like Trump has posted that he has financial interest in a hydroxychloroquine manufacturer. Yeah, but it's like he's got some money that's in a fund, and the maker of that pill that was in French that used to make like the Plaquenil version of it or whatever, it's so small and insignificant. It's so ridiculous that they'd even bring that up. But they're looking for a reason, and you're like, why? Are you so angry at this man, at Orange Man Bad, that you have to kill people by giving them misinformation about this drug? Is it that? Is it because, he's not what you wanted? Is it because he's not, one of the elite or whatever? What are people that are on the left that are banana nuts for these people that people on the right call the elite? When you look at Hillary Clinton, it's just, who likes that person on purpose? When you look at, Bill Gates right now saying he's going to have a vaccine in a year, and we're supposed to care about that, it's like, I got a better idea. Let's cure everybody now, and if they want to take the vaccine, that's up to them. And you've got more conspiracy theories about that, because, he put on the Event 201 last year, right before this started, talking about a coronavirus, which there are different kinds, making a pandemic, a global pandemic, and millions of people dying. And that's really funny timing, because this is the same guy who believes that we should have a much lower population on the planet. So this guy who believes that we should have a much smaller population on the planet then puts on a whole event around a coronavirus pandemic, killing millions of people. And then this is the guy that everyone should run out and get a vaccine from. I don't know. We're at this point in time when fake news is at such a ridiculous level that you don't know what to do with those basic facts. Those are all facts. I didn't assume any of those. I didn't say, I think that he wants everyone to die. No. I said he believes there should be a lower population. He has TED Talks on it. You can watch the video. I believe, well, no, I don't believe, I know he put on Event 201. And that's a coronavirus pandemic drill or info thing. They even have little stuffed coronaviruses, like they look like little animals, like a cute little coronavirus. Look at it, isn't it cute? No, it's a disease, a virus, a pestilence. So those are just facts. So let's look at the facts. All of the places and all of the people that are honest that are testing out the hydroxy are saying, and I'm just going to shorten it to hydroxy. I might call it hydroxycut in a minute. Who knows? I'm just tired of saying that word. It's like 14 syllables. But the ones that are being honest and want to save their people, doctors who are trying to figure out how to solve this problem, seem to all think that's the best choice right now. And compared to other things, other medicines in the world right now, it appears that it is the best option because nothing else is that efficient at doing its job when it comes to medicines. So why not? Give it a try. And like I said, I don't think they should force anyone to take it. They shouldn't force anyone to get sterilized. They shouldn't force anyone to get vaccinated. They shouldn't force anyone that rides a motorcycle to wear a helmet. If you want to end up being spaghetti noodles on the side of the highway, party on. You know? But if you want to take the medicine, if you believe bad actors are out there telling you stuff about it that's bad because they have ulterior motives, then you should be able to make that decision as a grown-up about which one of those things you want to do. So look at the research out there. Make up your mind on your own. And then in the future, when you know the facts about who's got what interest in mind, what's Bill Gates' interest? What's the Democrat Party's interest in this? Why are they telling you that it's so severe and so dire and Trump did such a bad job when they have complained about everything he did on the way to doing it? When he shut down travel from China, they called him xenophobic and racist. Then they said he didn't do it fast enough. Pick one. You can't do both. When he started a task force, they were like, he's overreacting. Now they're like, you didn't act fast enough. Pick one, man. If you don't pick one, you're full of shit. And that's what it's all about. Look back at each single person who's complaining now and look at their Twitter in February. When you look at Andrew Cuomo, who's being propped up by the media right now, talking about what Trump's doing wrong when he auctioned off ventilators a few years ago because he didn't think anything was coming. When he told New Yorkers to go out and live life a month ago, late February, early March, when Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York, told people to go to the parades and to go to the movies, and he recommended a specific movie. I don't remember which one it is. Then they can't talk junk now. When Nancy Pelosi stood in Chinatown and told people to go there and hang out with people and party, and now she acts like Trump's doing something wrong. and they want to investigate his handling of it. When he was stopping travel from China and starting a team to work on it while he was still being burdened by this impractical, just complete and utter ridiculous shit show of an impeachment, which they never had an actual thing they were impeaching him on. So, I mean, like I said, now you can believe 100% that Donald Trump is trying to push this particular medication because he just wants everyone to get back to work and the economy to start rolling again so he can brag about it. Cool. Okay. That's possible. You can believe he's doing it because he cares about people and he wants to see them stop dying. Okay. You can believe he wants to do it just so he could say that he saved the country from the coronavirus. Okay. All of those are fine with me. Like I always say about politicians, they're all corrupt. I've met them, I've known them, I've grown up around them. They're all corrupt. What you got to do is find the one that's corrupt in your corner. The one whose corruption benefits you. And right now, the Democrats' corruption is killing people. I don't want to be melodramatic, but that's the truth. And Trump, despite whatever reason, is trying to get the economy back so we don't all starve, die, and lose our houses by Christmas. And get people out there healthy and not dying and in body bags. So it's up to you which one matters to you. Is Bill Gates suddenly gone from fixing viruses on his mediocre operating system to healing people across the globe? Or does he want to implant weird little microchips in you that track your every move? By the way, he also has a company called ID 2020 that implants chips in you. So that's part of the conspiracy there as well. Do the research on your own, but make sure that you research on each side. If you're going to read a Daily Beast article, cool. Go read a Daily Caller article. Go read a National Review article, a Fox News article, and a CNN article for the giggles of it all. And look at the three, and then just look at the facts, if you can. I mean, that's a whole other episode on how stupid the fake news is from all sides right now. And you don't know who to believe anymore. But I will always try to tell you the truth. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Have a good one.